Hello everyone. Today now this topic is also in continuation with the topic circulatory system. I'll be explaining a few points related to structure of heart and simultaneously we'll also be doing the sounds which are produced by the heart, how these sounds are produced and certain other questions which are related to this or the topics you can say are related to this. Now when we are starting up with the topic, I'll be starting up with the first part that I want to explain are the various. Now in the previous video which you can find on YouTube, in that video I have explained the circulation of the blood through the heart, in which I have clearly explained the various blood vessels which enter in the heart, come out of the heart and which are related to the functioning of the heart. Now in this topic I am going to take up coronary arteries. Now what are coronary arteries? It is a subtopic. Coronary arteries are the arteries which provide oxygenated blood to heart muscles. Now it can be explained like this, that heart is the organ which provides oxygenated blood to whole of the body for its functioning. But heart is also an organ and it also requires oxygen. So though that oxygen is provided to the heart muscles for pumping of those muscles by the blood vessels known as coronary arteries. So these are very important blood vessels, coronary arteries, the blood vessels which provide oxygenated blood to the heart muscles for their continuous functioning. Now here I want to mention one more thing, that if there is blockade in coronary artery, in normal language we must have heard of a topic known as heart attack. The person suffered from, person had an heart attack. So now that heart attack, there are various categories of heart attack, but one is due to the blockage in coronary arteries. When the coronary arteries they get blocked by a clot, the blood is unable, oxygenated blood is unable to go to the heart and hence the heart stops pumping. Now this case in which coronary arteries they are plugged in is known as coronary thrombosis, also known as myocardial infarction. So this is a heart disease known as myocardial infarction. How is it caused? It is caused due to the blockage of coronary arteries. Then I am going to explain here or discuss here one more heart disease, that is angina pectoris. Angina pectoris is a disease which also is indirectly related to it because it occurs due to the improper oxygen reaching heart. Matlab heart is not getting oxygen. In that case the heart attack or the heart condition will be, it is known as angina pectoris. Now these are two heart diseases, myocardial infarction due to the blockage of coronary artery and angina pectoris due to the insufficient supply of oxygen to the heart. After that, the next topic which I want to take is diseases, which I have already explained. Then are the various phases of the heart. In the previous video, I have explained you that the heart, it contracts and it relaxes. Now this contraction and relaxation of the heart, they have been termed as, contraction is known as the systole or systolic phase of heart, whereas relaxation is known as the diastole or the diastolic phase of the heart. I'll be explaining you this now. Contraction and relaxation. First and foremost, you just keep it in your head that as I explained, so what did I say? That the blood it moves to right auricle, from right auricle to right ventricle, from right ventricle to lungs and all. This was just for explaining, but as we all know that the heart is beating 72 times per minute in a minute. Make it very much clear in your mind that these two auricles, they will contract together. These two ventricles, they will also contract together. So there are two phases. One is contraction phase, relaxation phase. Contraction can be, it is termed as auricular contraction, known as auricular systole. Ventricular contraction, known as ventricular systole. What I want to tell you is, make it simple. Blood, it comes to right auricle. At the same time, the blood from lungs is also coming to the left auricle. It means both of these auricles are getting filled up. They are relaxing. This condition is known as diastole, auricular diastole. Simultaneously, उसी time पे क्या हो रहा है दूसरी जगह, that the blood from right ventricle, it is going through pulmonary artery into the lungs. and simultaneously the blood from left ventricle is going to aorta, that is they are contracting. ventricles हैं उनके अंदर blood भरा हुआ है, वो जब contract करेंगे तभी blood will move out. So now the ventricles they will contract and the blood from one side the blood will move to lungs, from the other side it will go to the whole of the body. So keep it in your mind that one is auricular systole, that is auricular contraction, the time when the auricles are contracting. One is auricular diastole, that is the time when the auricles are relaxing. One condition is ventricular systole, that is the ventricles are contracting. Other condition is ventricular diastole, that is the blood is entering into the ventricle, the ventricles are relaxing. Okay, now this I think is very much clear to you that what do we mean by auricular contraction and auricular ventricular contractions and relaxations. With this is related to our next topic, that is the sounds produced by the heart, that is the lub sound and the dub sound. Lub sound produced and the dub sound produced. Lub sound is produced when the auriculo ventricular valves they contract or they close, and dub sound is produced when semilunar valves they close. Simple. Auricular ventricular valves, which valves? The valves which are present on the right and left side, that is the tricuspid and bicuspid valves. When tricuspid and bicuspid valve will close, it will produce a sound, lub. When semilunar valves which are present at the base of pulmonary artery and aorta, they will close, it will produce dub sound. Lub sound is produced when the auricular and tricuspid and bicuspid valves they close, and dub sound is produced when the semilunar valve is closed. अगर इसको दूसरी language में if I want to say, तो what is said here that when will this tricuspid and bicuspid valve close? When the auricles will be filled up with the blood. Okay, so when the auricles will be filled up with blood, it means it is auricular diastole and ventricular systole, a condition in which auricular diastole and ventricular systole is there. And when will this semilunar valves they close? They'll close when the ventricles are filled with blood, that is ventricles are relaxing. Ventricular diastole and auricular systole will be there. Don't confuse it, make it very clear in your head that lub sound, you just have to remember this, that the lub sound is produced when the tricuspid and bicuspid valves close, and dub sound is produced when the semilunar valves are closed. Okay, so this completes these topics which are given here. With this I just want to discuss two reasoning questions here. One is that why the auricles they have thin, there are muscular walls which surround the heart. The walls which are present surrounding the auricles, they are thin as compared to the walls present around the ventricles. The reason for this is that the auricles, they just have to pump the blood to the ventricles which lie in close vicinity to them, which are lying very close to them. Isliye they need not have thick walls, they have thin walls. But the ventricles, they have to pass the blood to longer distances. For example, this right ventricle has to pump the blood till the lungs, so it needs pressure. The blood has to be pushed through force. And this left ventricle, it has to work more. It has to pump the blood from head to toe. So it needs to flush the blood with a great deal of pressure. If the walls will be thin, so they'll get ruptured when the pressure will be put. That is why the left ventricle, it has thickest wall as compared to all other chambers. There can be the question can be in 2-3 ways. For example, first is why the auricles they have thin muscular walls and ventricles are thick. So for this the answer is auricles they have to just pump the blood to the ventricles, hence they have thin walls, and ventricles they have to pump the blood to longer distances, hence they have thick muscular walls. Other question may be that why the left ventricle has thickest walls among the other chambers. The answer for this is because the left ventricle, it has to pump the blood to whole of the body, hence it has thickest muscular walls present. This completes the topic, and for the next topic, in next video we'll be taking up the various blood vessels, that the artery, veins and capillaries, explanation about it and all. This completes the topic structure of heart. Thank you.